Okay, hi. My name is Natalie, and I thought for my first ever video I'd do a little story time on the time I went to Rolling Loud. So if you do not know what Rolling Loud is, it's like this big rap festival, a bunch of like big rappers like Ski Mask and like Lil Yachty, Juice WRLD, Trippie Redd, you know, everybody really goes there. It's like, it's a big deal. And they have them, I think, in Miami, California, New York, Chicago maybe, Las Vegas, you know, like those big places. So I live like 2-3 hours away from Miami, so for my birthday, me and my friends all got our Rolling Loud wristbands. These were very expensive. It was like my only birthday present, but I think it was worth it. But the entire story is just a wild ride. So if you'd like to listen to the story, continue watching. Okay, so I had to like adjust my camera really quick, but this all started March maybe? I don't even remember when it was, but it was like a few months ago. Me and my friends Noelle, Becca, and Donovan, I'm going to use their real names because like nothing really happened with them, but we all went to Miami for Rolling Loud. So like this is the wristband. It's obviously broken now because once you put it on you can't take it off, like unless you cut it. So me and Noelle and her mom flew to Miami. Don't know why, we live 2 hours away, but we flew to Miami Friday or Thursday, the day before Rolling Loud, and Donovan, Becca, and my mom rode up Thursday night, so they got here like at like 12 in the morning. So the first day, like on Thursday, we literally, me and Noelle just went to South Beach and had a blast, just ate food. I don't know, I love it there. It's so like lively. It's scary at like points, but if you're ever in Florida, I really recommend Miami Beach. North Beach is a lot more like relaxed if that's what you're into. So anyways, they get here, blah blah blah. The next day is the first day of Rolling Loud, but the first good person to go on is Ski Mask. So he doesn't go on until like 3 or 4. It was like later in the day, so we had time to like go get breakfast and like chill. So we went to Wynwood, which is like all those artsy walls, got some pictures, had some food, came back, started getting ready. Everything was fine. So I don't take that long to get ready because I can't do makeup. So I just like brush my hair and put on mascara and like get dressed and I'm done. So me and Donovan are like waiting for Noelle and Becca. We end up leaving like a little bit later than I wanted to, but we still left like relatively early. We had like an hour and it was only like 20 minutes away. But we underestimated how much traffic there would be. Yeah, there were people walking from like a good, like the entire, like away from the hotel, there were people walking to the Hard Rock Stadium. Like people were walking for like a good hour just to get there. So we make it like halfway there. There's 30 minutes till Ski Mask goes on. I'm freaking out because if you don't know, Ski Mask is my all-time favorite rapper of all time. Like I have a soft spot for him. He just makes me happy, and if I didn't see him, I was literally going to cry. Like, no joke. I'm over dramatic, but I will cry. So, as a joke, my mom was like, why don't you just get out and walk? And I was like, well, let's do it. So, we get out, and we walk the rest of the way. It's like a good 20-30 minute walk. We got there, like, right as Ski Mask started. You could hear him from outside the stage. And I was like so happy. I was like, we made it. All I have to do is like walk past this big tarp and the stage is like right there. And he's in like the main stage, so it was the closest. So I was happy. I thought we were making it. We walk around the giant tarp. I'm speed walking. And there's a security line. And at that point, I almost lost it. Like, not even gonna lie. I put my sunglasses on because I started crying. It wasn't like a lot, but like a few tears rolled down. I kept myself together pretty well, but I was so upset. So the entire time through the line, I'm like anxious, I'm waiting to get through, and I can hear him. It's even worse because I can hear him like performing the songs, and it's like I'd rather would have just not heard him at all, because it's like you hear him and you know that he's going on, but you know you can't make it. It was like a very like confusing feeling, and I did not enjoy it. So I was really like antsy to get through the line. So once we like made it to the top, I was like, hey, like I'm going to run, follow me. And everybody's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna follow you. So the last person goes to the security and I sprint. Like I've never run faster in my life. Like I'm like running over people, like into people, dodging my way through the crowd. So like I make it for his last 2 songs, I believe. And like I like weave my way into the crowd. I'm like all the way in the front. Like I'm so happy. I'm just like, I started crying again because I was so happy. And then after Ski Mask goes on, I was like, oh shit, I lost my friends. So that was like a moment of realization. I was like, what am I gonna do? I spent a good hour and a half lost. I was lost all through Trippie Redd. And I was like worried the entire time, but then one of his songs, Bang, came on, and like I jammed out for like a few seconds, and then I was back to being like an emotional wreck. Cause there's no Wi-Fi in the Rolling Loud like arena. There's no Wi-Fi at all. Like you can walk by and like I could receive texts if I stood in like an exact spot, but then it like went away. So I was like walking back and forth from like the crowd trying to look for them and then trying to find Wi-Fi, and then the crowd trying to look for them and then trying to find Wi-Fi. So while Trippie Redd was going on, a lot of the rappers will do like put the girl closest to you on your shoulders, and it was like earlier, it was literally like the 4th person that was on that stage, so nobody was like tired yet. The guy next to me was like, and I was like, so I said fuck it, and I got on this random ass guy's shoulders because I wanted to find my friends, and I'm short, I'm not very vertically advantaged, so I like didn't know any other options. So I'm like, everybody's like jamming out, like having the best time, and I'm trying to find my friends, and it didn't work. So after that all went down, I kind of gave up, and I was like, should I just leave? Like I don't know what else to do. And then finally I get a text from Noelle, and she's like, meet me at the Ferris wheel. I was like, thank God, I'm sick of being lost. So I walked to the Ferris wheel, my friends are there, I'm so happy. We go get lemonade, and from that point on, the night's like super fun. We went back into the stage when the Liadi was going and had a great time. Got in like a mosh pit, almost died, but like not really. And then after Liadi, we went out of the crowd again, got water, because that stuff like tires you out. Like you don't even notice until like you get out and there's sweat dripping down your face, and like you feel like you're gonna pass out, but like it's fun at the same time. So we went got water, and then we like went back into the crowd from the side this time, where I came in like from the first time. So I think it was a break we made it in, and Bray Shermer was about to go on. Love them. Love Sway Lee. Best performance of the night. That was like literally like the highlight of the night. The peak of the night was that. And then they were like a little bit late, so after they went on, the next person to go on was Cardi B. And obviously everybody was very excited for that. And I was like the designated pusher, so I was like weaving our way into the crowd, and this girl started yelling at me, and it was really scary, so that was not fun. If Noelle wasn't there, I'd have gotten my ass beat like hands down. Like Noelle smoothed it over so well. I was like, thank God. But after that, I was like, I'm not pushing my way through the crowd anymore. I'm scared. So we're like in the middle front now. We have like a good view of the stage, and Cardi B's about to go on. And everybody's like chanting. They're like, Cardi, 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 because she's a good 30-40 minutes late at this point. So then the crowd starts like swaying. Like, I don't really know how to describe it, but it's like everybody leaned this way and like stayed there for a little bit, and then everybody leaned this way, and there was like people were screaming, and like nobody had any idea what was really going on because we were in like the middle of the crowd. So there was like a girl crying next to us. She was like, my chest, I can't breathe. Like there was one point that everybody was like so smushed together that like my feet weren't touching the ground. Like it was like really scary. Me, Becca, and Noelle were like all holding hands, like about to get separated because the crowd was being pushed so many different ways. And if it wasn't, they made like some friends like behind us, and if it wasn't for them, like we would have been on the floor. Like they were like keeping us up because we're like small girls, we're not big, and it was just scary. We didn't know what was going on. So then these people that come onto the stage, and like all these security guards are like police officers with like these big guns, and they're like, everybody remain calm, the sounds are not what you think they are. And I was like, the sounds? So at this point I'm like a little bit like weirded out. I'm like, I thought, like, first of all, I thought it was just like people trying to get to the front to see Cardi B because she was so late. So like that was like my initial response to the whole thing, but after hearing that I was like, that's like a little bit strange. So this guy's like trying to calm the whole crowd down. People are crying, people are screaming, people are fighting. I have a video, like it's a really funny video. I mean, it's funny looking back at it, but it was like scary back then, of this gay guy and this girl like going at it. Like they were like fighting, and we were just standing there like sweat dripping down our foreheads, like about to pass out because we were so thirsty, like squishing between everybody. So then my mom calls me and I'm like, how is she calling me? There's no service. And Noel's mom calls her. And so like at this point we're like, something's going on. So I kind of like thought maybe a shooting, but like then I was like, that's stupid, like that can't be true. So we finally get out of the crowd. Noel asks the police officer what's going on, and he's like, oh, there was a false shooting, but like everything's okay now. So my mom and Noel's mom are like calling us frantically, like get out right now, like get out of this place, like we're leaving. So we're like, okay. So I wanted lemonade, so we got lemonade, and then we left. And we had to like run. There were people like jumping over the fence. Like it was just like a super chaotic scene after that. So we finally get in the car. Donovan was at a gas station, like 10 minutes away. He walked there because he wasn't with us in the crowd. He was like outside of the crowd. And when he got in the car, he said the police officer told him to get out as fast as he could. There was an active shooter on the like premises or whatever. So he obviously like got out as fast as he could, and we didn't know what was going on because we were in the middle of the crowd. So they posted on Twitter that it was like a false shooting. Somebody said they were gonna shoot someone or something, but I don't believe that necessarily, because there were a lot of people that either saw it happen or claim they saw it happen, or B, people like Donovan who like the police officers literally told them there was a person with a gun on the premises to leave, to get out as soon as they could. Like I just don't think a warning could cause that much chaos. Like people were like getting hurt, like jumping over the fence and like falling, and people were like screaming and crying. There was like so much going on, and I don't think all of that could have been caused by a false, just like a warning, you know what I mean? So I don't know how true it is completely, but I think there was something more to that. I think they were just trying to cover it up. That's just my opinion though. But we all had this very long discussion the next day as of if we were going to go again. I was like, we paid this much money, like we at least had to go to day 2. We won't go during the night. We'll go during the day. Everything's going to be fine. We won't go in the crowd. So my mom finally agrees to it. We go, we get cute pictures. We go on the Ferris wheel. It was a fun day. But after that we left. We didn't go to day 3. I kind of wish we did though. But like, it's dangerous. Like, Miami's dangerous enough by itself. Like, it's just a dangerous place. And all the stuff that happened, just, I get why she didn't want us to go. One of the rappers' like girlfriends got shot at or something the next day, and one of the rappers threw like fake weed into the crowd. Just like a lot of shit happens. Lil Wayne refused to go because of the security, and Kodak Black got arrested right before he went on. It was like a very crazy scene. So I get why she didn't want us to go the next day, but like we paid so much money for it. I still have my wristband because I still had fun even though it was scary. The rest of it was so much fun. Like, I would totally go back again, but I don't think my mother would approve of that. But I'm going back again no matter what. So that's really it. I'm sorry if it wasn't like as exciting as you thought it would be, but I still think it was pretty exciting. I think it was crazy. Nothing really happens to me, so like for me that's like a good story. I thought it was fun to share. So that's it for the first video. Like and subscribe and comment what you would like to see next. I'll probably be doing a Q&A and a bikini haul for my next few videos, but I really do need ideas because I don't know, I gotta give the people what they want. So see you next time.